Hello and happy Friday. It's an extra happy Friday because it is the start of ETH Denver. My name is Larisha Cotton, and I am head of social media at cLabs, and I am thrilled to have Yaz Corey join us today, who is on the DevRel team at cLabs and is working on Celo.
Thank you, Larisha, for having me. Very excited to be here on the live stream for Celo. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm all right. It's a good Friday. It's snowing outside, and yeah, I'm excited.
Are you ready for everything that's going to be happening at ETH Denver?
Oh, I'm so excited about ETH Denver. I really like the idea of a virtual conference this year, and I'm a big fan of ETH Denver in general. It's one of my favorite events of the year. So, yeah.
What exactly is ETH Denver?
So ETH Denver is a hackathon that happened in Denver, Colorado, and it's happened in a really amazing venue every year. I believe it's called the Sport Castle, which has like several different floors. And basically, all of it, the Ethereum community and the Web3 community comes together at ETH Denver to work on different bounties, different hackathons and stuff like that for ETH Denver. And then we see like a lot of really cool projects happening at ETH Denver, like a lot of like as a result of the hackathon and stuff. So yeah, I mean, it's also has a really fun vibe to it. There's like a mascot called the Buffycorn, which is like a mix of a buffalo, like the Colorado buffalo, and a unicorn. And like the designs are really, really cool about that. And I always fell in love with the Buffycorn.
Yes. So are you speaking? What are you doing at ETH Denver personally?
So me and my fellow coworkers, Joelle and Barbara, we're gonna give a talk at on Monday, like about make it mobile or else. It's about the mobile first kind of strategy happening with Celo and stuff, and like we want to emphasize how easy it is for like blockchain developers to port their EVM compatible dApp and smart contract to Celo and make it mobile first and stuff. And actually, we also have like we're going to be presenting a 5-minute presentation today, like in a few hours, as part of the main opening ceremony. Also, I'll be along with Anna Rose and James Bestwich, we'll be doing an AMA on Wednesday to go over what is a zero knowledge snark ceremony. It's for a project we're working at Celo called Plumo.
Very exciting. And for those of you that want to write things down, I'm going to share my screen to show the speaker highlights, which I'm really excited about. We have many Celo speakers, people working on Celo that Yaz mentioned. So now that we know that all of these talks are happening, Yaz, I'm wondering, if people, that's also a hackathon. So if people are wanting to build on Celo, if you could describe like why people should build on Celo, and if they want to, what are ways they can get in contact with you and look at our documentation?
Yeah. So why should people build on Celo? So the whole idea about Celo is, we want it to be like, the idea like mobile first philosophy, right? And why mobile first is because there's like about 1.7 billion people that are unbanked. They don't have access to a bank account. However, most of humanity has access to mobile phones, right? And by having like a mobile first approach to blockchain and stuff, and you mix it with like really helpful element like a stable coin, like a Celo USD as an example, you can really build really cutting edge blockchain tools and infrastructure for like the majority of humanity who doesn't have access to like a laptop. They don't necessarily know how to use MetaMask or something, but they're really savvy in how to use like really simple mobile application, which are the people that you want to build for them. And yeah, I'm more than happy to go over some of our docs for any aspiring developer working on like who wants to join our hackathon and focus on the bounties. So yeah, let me share my screen. Share screen. Yeah, let me expand this. Okay, so we have the docs. Not sure if folks can see it, but yeah, it's yeah, we have the docs at docs.celo.org. We have a section called developer guide, and in it we can go over, like, there's a lot of samples that you can get started with. There's a quick start guide. We have a lot of developer code examples, like how do you send Celo, how do you deploy a contract, how do you, we have a dApp-Git for Trufflebox. So if you're building with Truffle and you want like a starter kit, to build your dApp and stuff, this is a great resource for that. We have like a lot of different other examples. How do you, if you want to build for like a local node and stuff, and a lot of different approaches. If you're coming from an Ethereum background, you'll find that Celo and because of the EVM-based blockchain is like very, very identical to to Ethereum. So you can use your favorite smart contract and just deploy them there. We also have like a native asset stablecoin, and we have a governance token, Celo. So yeah, there's a lot of cool resources there.
Yes. Are you able to share your screen with us? If not, I can drop links in the chat afterwards so that people can join in and look.
Yeah, I think I shared it. I'm not sure if it worked.
Let's see.
Application. I think Chrome is denying it. I'm not sure. Let me see.
The beauty of technology, guys. We think, we're at a tech company, and yet sometimes the tech is not always perfect.
Yeah, I think StreamYard had permission issues around Chrome. Let me see if I can fix it really quick. Security and privacy.
Well, while we are here, I also want to encourage any developers that are going to be building at ETH Denver. And if you want to get in touch with any of the developers that are working on Celo, you can join this Discord and you can get up to date, like, hey, I need help doing this, or you can learn about why mobile first. And so we would be so happy to have you join us and build. There's going to be a lot of great prizes. ETH Denver is actually partnering with the state of Colorado, and the state of Colorado is opening up some of their systems so that we can really design for all and create solutions through blockchain, which is really exciting.
Yeah. I also wanted, I think if I have to get it working, I would have to restart Chrome. I enabled the feature, but I have to restart. So I'd have to log off. Do you think you'd be able to share your screen if I send you the links?
Absolutely. This is teamwork, making the dream work all the time.
Always.
We're at cLabs. All right, so I'm going to share my screen of showing the Celo documentation. One moment here. Alrighty, so this is the Celo Doc overview guide.
So this is the developer portal guide. If you want to get started developing on Celo, we have this. You can find it at docs.celo.org, and we have a section called developer guide. So this is the overview. We have a lot of amazing SDKs like ContractKit, dApp-Kit. We have a Python and Java SDK. We also have a lot of starting We have Infra that you can use. Like Valor is the most popular one. It's our mobile phone app or official app. I always encourage anyone to download it just to check it out and see what's possible with this kind of technology. We also have a lot of similarities between Celo and Ethereum. So if you're coming from an Ethereum background, it should be relatively easy to get started with Celo, with a few like little caveats and stuff that we can always help support you and by guiding you through that kind of process. But generally speaking, your Solidity contracts should be able to be deployed onto Celo and stuff. The only nuance is if your smart contracts rely on MakerDAO, for example, or DAI, you won't be able to access that in Celo because there's no MakerDAO in Celo. However, the cool thing about Celo is we have a native Celo dollar stablecoin, which is like a bit more convenient than using DAI. So yeah. This is an overview of the docs. Let me go over some of the bounties. Yeah, I shared the link for the bounties.
Perfect. Could you describe what bounties are for those that may not know?
Absolutely. So bounties are basically like, I guess, like open requests for, hey, I'd like, like open goal that, you'd like folks to accomplish. I think it came from the name bounty hunters, like if you watch The Mandalorian or like, back in the Wild Wild West with bounty hunting, if somebody's most wanted, you post a bounty, they collect the bounty, they earn a reward and stuff for accomplishing it. The same thing kind of happens in developer world where let's say you have you're like, oh man, like I would love to see this feature on my code base or my dApp, but I don't have time to build it. But it should be kind of straightforward for somebody new to like, learn and build it. So you can post bounties and stuff for like specific type of application. So, like Gitcoin has a great kind of, like website to go over specific bounties. However, the cool thing about ETH Denver is the bounties can be structured around a basic idea. So, we don't want to limit people to like, oh, we want you to do X, Y, Z. We just say, okay, here's the bounty, here's the theme of this bounty, and here's how much the top prize is, here's the judging criteria, and here's how we can do it. So, for example, we have a bounty called Port to Unicorn, which is 2 prizes for 500. Basically, if you can deploy a dApp from Ethereum onto Celo, you can go for this bounty and stuff. So yeah, this is like a really interesting one. And again, we're on Discord as well, so we can always answer all your questions. The second bounty is called You Had Me at Celo, and it's a social impact kind of focus bounty. It's like the focus is on mission alignment. Like if you learn about Celo, you know that we really care about social impact and really going to banking the unbanked. Like we did a lot of pilot studies in the Philippines. And we did a lot of projects in Africa, and like we collaborated with the Grameen Foundation, and so we have a lot of like roots tied to social impact. So if you can build like any kind of dApp or that uses Celo for social impact, there's it's like a great bounty to go after.
This next one looks very fun.
Yeah. The next one, bounty number 3, the Prestwich Special. It's based on our famous resident engineer, James Prestwich, also known as the Prestwitcher. He's famous for working on a lot of bridging tools and interoperability, and TBTC is one of them as well, and along with his work and his team's work at Suma. So we're dedicating this bounty to him. It's a one prize $500, best chain agnostic tool. So what do you mean by chain agnostic? Basically, if it's a tool that can like work on multiple different blockchains at the same time, that's like chain agnostic kind of tooling. And JSON RPC tech comes to mind because Bitcoin, Ethereum, every other blockchain, they use JSON RPC for communication. So that might be an avenue to explore. Another one would be IPFS. If you can deploy something that uses IPFS and a technology like Celo, that would be like really interesting. And it can focus on interoperability if you'd like. So if you want to do wrap token between different networks, that would be like an interesting kind of like project I would love to look at.
That's a lot of exciting things
Yeah.
happening.
Yeah, super cool. And we also have like additional bonus bounties that you can win on top of the top 3 bounties. So there's a lot of really cool things that you can do at Ethereum Denver.
Wow. So to wrap up, because I know you probably want to get everything situated before the castle opens up. So remember that Celo is mobile first, and we would love to see more interoperability projects. And Yas, do you have any like last things you want to share with our community?
Yeah, just like all the hackers, please go have fun. Hit us up on Discord. We're on the ETH Denver Discord channel under Celo, and we also have our own Discord channel. And try to find us at the virtual castle, and we're more than happy to help out.
Well, perfect. Well, everyone, happy building.
Happy building.
Bye.